Hey everyone, my name is Lacey and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a bullet journal, so I'm only going to do the first 3 pages. I am new to the whole bullet journaling thing, but I was hoping that if you're new then we can do it together. I know that it's toward the end of the year, but I think that it doesn't really matter when you start. I can always do it from September to September, or even start a new one in the new year. I'm not sure yet, but I am excited to do this with you guys. And as always, if you like my video, please like and subscribe. I know this gets a little bit annoying hearing it every time, but it really does make a difference for me and for other YouTubers. And if you have any comments, ideas, or suggestions, just leave those below the video. All of my social media accounts are below. I would love to hear from you guys. So anyway, yeah, let's just get started. Here I'm opening my new bullet journal. I got this for $9 Canadian at Michael's. That's approximately $7 American dollars. I got a lot of different inspiration for bullet journaling online, on Pinterest, and on YouTube. I'm going to put a few links down below just from a few places I got some inspiration. You're welcome to check those out if you want. I saw that it was good to make a key for the bullet journaling. To be honest, I really didn't know much about bullet journaling, so I'm still learning and I hope that you guys will learn with me in this process. But I heard that it was good to put the key on the left side because it'll be easy to flip to and to find, but I didn't want to put it on the cover because I wanted to do like a cover page, so I put it on the first piece of paper. Now I could have rearranged the video to make it so they were in order of pages, but I wanted to show how I actually did it even though they were out of order, so that's why I did it like that. So basically the key is just a list of symbols that mean something for the book. So there are so many keys out there. It was a hard decision on how I was going to make it, and I think that's just everybody's personal decision on how you want to set it up. I also decided to add a color coding at the bottom. I thought this would be easier than having too many symbols that I couldn't remember what they were for. So the way I tried to organize it was, for the key, I tried to think, what symbols do I normally already use, like when I take notes or when I make lists. So it made sense to just do a bullet for tasks and then to make an X over the bullet if I complete it, or to put a line through it if it was canceled, and then to just use a dash for notes, a star for things that are important, question mark for things that I'm unsure about, a money sign for things I want to buy, and then a diamond for ideas. I feel like I already used these symbols, so that was a pretty easy decision. Then I just did a different color for different types of things that I think that I will probably use in every single month, like events, notes for my YouTube, birthdays, travel, work, home, fun, health, anniversary. I feel like these are things that will probably keep coming up. I think this is definitely one of those things that once you do it for a while, like after my first bullet journal, then I will know which ones I used, which ones I didn't use, things like that. I also left space in case I wanted to add any later on. A lot of people just go ahead and ink right into the journal. I think I'm just a little bit too much of a perfectionist to do that. I'm not like a super perfectionist, but I did want to make sure that it was the way I wanted. And during this video, a lot of the times I just show the inking because it's harder to see the penciling, but on this one I showed the pencil because I wanted to show how I made the squares and everything. But in the future, I probably would just show the inking because it's easier to see. I put all the colors that I wanted to use in the same bag so that way I could easily find them again. You guys definitely don't have to do this, but I think it's going to help me remember which markers I use since I do have a lot of highlighters and I do have a lot of markers. I did have a problem with the Sharpies going through the paper, and you will see later that I had to double up on paper later because of that. I don't really have a good solution except for maybe don't use alcohol-based markers, but I really wanted to use those markers. So I guess it's just your personal decision in which kind of markers you want to use. So this is where I started doubling up on my paper. I just put another piece of paper in there as close as I could to the seam, and then I used a pencil to trace the outline, and then I cut it out. I trimmed the edges a little bit and made sure it was the size that I wanted, and then I used this candle lid to make a circle. So I already sketched out what I wanted it to look like. I did some flowers. Actually, all three of these flowers meant something to me. The middle is a lotus, and it is a symbol of new beginnings. The flower on the left is an iris, which is a Tennessee state flower, which is where I'm from, and it is also the Quebec flower, which is where my husband is from, and then the flower on the right is a tulip, and that's just my favorite flower. You guys can do whatever flowers you want. So here I am very carefully inking it. I wanted to put a little contact info in case I ever lose it, so I did "This bullet journal belongs to," and "If lost, call." This took me quite a while to ink it, but I was really happy with how it came out. I then decided to color it with color pencils. You guys can color it however you want, with markers, crayons, whatever you guys. If you guys watched my last Draw With Me video, then you guys have seen me color a little bit. If not, I'll put that in the iCards above, but I like to get out multiple colors that I think might work for whatever I'm coloring, and then I swatch it on a piece of paper, and then I pick out the ones that I think are the best choices. For these, I picked out a light color, and then I tried to pick a very similar color but a bit darker to give it a kind of a shaded look. So something that I like to do when I watch YouTube videos is just do my own art or do my own crafting while I watch others do their crafting, and something that's just really relaxing to me is just doing like a little draw along or just a little color along. I have 2 other Draw With Me videos, just like I said before, so if you are one of those people that also like to do this, I'm going to leave a little section where I'm just coloring the rest of this with music. If you do not want to watch it, you guys can just skip to around the 10-minute mark. Alright, so we're finally going to do the title page, and I decided on this quote: "What feels like the end is often the beginning." I decided to choose this because I was thinking about the end of one year and the beginning of another year, and I feel like sometimes I'm sad that like a whole year went by and maybe I didn't accomplish as much as I had wished that I had, or maybe I'm just sad that the whole year went by so fast. Sometimes it's like you blink and then where'd the year go? But I feel like a new year is just an opportunity for so many new beginnings and new things that we can do with our lives. So I think this is a great quote to start out the journal with. You guys can choose whatever quote that you would like. Sorry, that was my dog being excited that my husband was back. But anyway, I filled in the letters with a purple Sharpie. I added a little 2020 at the bottom so I could easily see what year this was. And then I wanted to add a little something else to it because I thought it just needed something. So I got out this little sticker book that I bought specifically for the bullet journal, and I think it was like 15 Canadian dollars, which would be about 12 American dollars. It is a little bit expensive and you definitely don't need it. You can just make your own designs, or you can get cheaper stickers at like the dollar store. Also, you could make your own stickers, which might be a little bit of a spoiler alert for future videos. Now I'm just typing in that other page. This is a little bit of an inconvenience, but I do see myself having to do it a lot in this, and it does protect the page. It's kind of like lamination without using a laminator. I do have a laminator, but I don't think it would be a very good idea to try that inside my book. But this is just a cheap, easy way for us to add in another page. If you don't want to do this, then you could always just glue the two pages together so you couldn't see it. You would eventually have a lot less pages in your bullet journal, or you could just use pens or markers that don't go through the page. Though this bullet journal was only like, I think I said $9 at the beginning of the video. I think probably if you got a more expensive journal, you could get one that has thicker pages, but I feel like this is a good cheap option for those who don't have as much money like myself. Just wanted to apologize for the black bar that followed you around the entire video. I didn't realize that I had put my contact information in my journal before I was done recording. It was really a rookie mistake, and to be honest, I thought about just throwing away the whole video, but I really didn't want to do that because I really wanted to share this journey with you and I wanted to share this video with you. So I hope that you guys didn't mind too much. I do sincerely apologize about it, and I guess that's it. I feel really bad about it, and I hope that you guys understand that mistakes happen. We're all human. I'm going to try to do at least one of these videos per month so that way I can show the monthly spread. My next video, I may do it a little bit longer because I had a few more pages that I wanted to add for the setup, so we will see how that goes. I do have a ton of videos planned for the future, some I'm already working on, but unfortunately I can only put them out so fast. I do want to say that I'm going to put out a sticker video, and I also have a couple of new things in store. I'm so excited to be able to share this with all of you, and I'm so grateful to have this opportunity. So I hope that you guys enjoy the videos. I appreciate all of your continued support, and I hope to see you guys next time. So bye.